What's up, everyone? We're back again with another crypto deep dive breakdown. Today we're going to be looking at XRP, and as you can see, we're on the weekly chart here, looking at the 1 hour time frame. So we're going to zoom in on XRP's price action from the 19th of August up until today, the 28th, right? And also point out some key support and resistance levels, and talk about why XRP's price has just been swinging this past week. And of course, I'm going to give a short-term outlook on where I think XRP's price could be headed next. So let's get into it. As you see, we started off the week around $3.08, and then we dipped pretty sharply to $2.82. And then right after that, we ran back up to that same zone, $3.08, $3.10, right? And to point out as well, this $2.82 zone here, this formed the week's local low. So that's something that we're gonna point out in a little bit. But after this major pushback up to this $3.10 zone, around midweek, we slid back down to $2.97, $2.96, $2.97, $2.95 area. And as you can see as well, we're currently consolidating around that price. So, but yeah, as far as key support zones, definitely this is a key support zone. $2.82, $2.85 is something to look out for in regards to support zones. Definitely resistance, a resistance level is this area, $3.08, $3.10. And as you can see, this has been tested multiple times around this zone, and it was just quickly rejected. Right, as you can see, every time we bounce back up around this area, it follows a quick rejection. This is a good example here. It's went up to $3.11, $3.12, immediate rejection here. So, you know, the market behavior is just it's whipsawing right now, and this is a classic for smart money accumulation zones. And volume spikes aligned with breakouts, especially around 22nd and 27th, right? But let's take a look at this major breakout here. As you see, $2.82 followed major breakout all the way back up to $3.10. This was more than likely whale buy pressure, and possibly some news driven as well, but there just wasn't enough retail follow through to hold above $3, right? So that's why you see the price action. You know, it hits these highs and then it slides back down, right? So, and then also the consolidation range. Here's a consolidation range. Here's another consolidation range. We're frequently stepping back into the consolidation ranges here. And so one thing that I want to point out though is you notice how volume spikes often precede major reversals, right? Like large spikes lead to strong wicks and dumps. So that's something to look at as well. And also the candles, right? Because candles tell the story here. You know, a lot of these candles have some strong wicks. This just signals indecision and possibly some scalping bots in the market, right? So these are little things that you can look out for. But aside from that, there's some things going on with XRP behind the scenes. I think everyone knows about XRP. SEC, legal action going on, and that's really like a big driver for XRP's price movements. So, little update on that. Ripple's ongoing legal clarity remains long-term bullish driver. Though not, it's not resolved fully. Like, you know, the case hasn't been completely resolved, but it is gaining confidence in institutions, right? So that's a major plus for XRP. Also, there's been some ETF hypes around XRP alongside Litecoin, Solana. You know, they're all ETF candidates, right? If those ETFs get approved, it's going to be, expect some major inflows around those coins, especially XRP. You got some whale accumulation going on as well. Some wallets are holding, you know, anywhere around 1 million to 10 million XRPs. Strong side of that's a strong sign of institutional interest, right? So, but you know, we could talk about whale accumulation, but we also got to talk about whale sell-offs. So, on the flip side, you know, recent spikes in volume show distribution, with large holders dumping XRP around some local highs. You know, some major sellouts around $3.10, right? So that's obviously gonna affect XRP's price pretty drastic, right? But if I had to give a bullish scenario, I would say if XRP breaks above $3.10 with real volume, we could retest upwards of $3.25, $3.30. That could happen pretty quick as well. So something to definitely look out for. Also, you know, macro news like ETF approvals or Fed rate cuts could provide the momentum for a rally towards 370 again. You know, we've seen that recently, which is another major Fibonacci target. So all of that. The bearish scenario, to really be real about it, bearish scenario, if we fail to hold, you know, around 296, 294, XRP could drag back down to 285, you know, the 285 local support zone. If that breaks, 275 is also something to look at. But if volume remains weak, you know, there's no major catalyst, expect some more range, you know, range bound chop this week. But yeah, that's pretty much, I would say, what I think is going on with XRP. But here's a key takeaway: XRP is in accumulation, so it's stuck in range, but macro forces could shake up things pretty fast. If whales step back in, and if we see ETF updates or Ripple developments with the legal case, we could break $3.10 and upwards of that. So if nothing happens, expect a sideways action to continue a bit longer, as you see, you know, this consolidation movement here, if none of those things happen. So let me know what you think. Will XRP blast through $3.10, or will it drop to $2.80? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this analysis helpful, hit that like button, drop a sub, and follow Bullish Nerd for more sharp breakdowns like this. Thank you.